Stay true to the tone of your company. So don't adapt the way that you would speak according to the platform that you're on. And what I mean is your audience may well be different on each platform. Adapt for your audience. My tip for today is going to be all about social media. First of all, I know we spoke about it earlier in the week, you really need to understand your customer. If you've done the profiling right, then you'll understand which platforms they're going to be using most. Obviously, understand your products or service. Are you selling business to business, business to customer? Is it a visual product that you can be selling, or is it a service so you can't really take loads of pictures of it? And then you work the platforms accordingly. So here we work 4 platforms: LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Obviously there's TikTok and Pinterest, again depending what your product or service is. The reasons that we work those is because there's a load of business to business customers accessible on all of these platforms. We find by far the most successful platform we use is LinkedIn. Around 70% of our business comes from there. So if you are business to business, I'd be cracking on with that. My next point would be to schedule your post. So there's loads of platforms out there that you can use for this. We plan out our posts 2 to 4 weeks in advance. So we'll sit down, create all of the content over the course of a couple of days, and then slowly drip feed them and schedule them in on all of our different platforms. Once they're up and out there on your platform, engage with anybody who engages with you. So if somebody's writing a comment, then make sure you reply back. If somebody inboxes you, inbox them back. For us, it can be quite demanding at times, almost a full-time job for me personally. On my own LinkedIn, I think there's around 40,000 followers on there, and it's similar on all the other platforms. However, I do take the time to reply back to everybody, help out where I can, give some advice, just have small talk conversations with people, whatever it might be, because you never know who your next customer is. They might not be ready to buy yet. They might be ready to buy in 6 months, and that is the point of social media. It is a long game. Do not go out and buy your followers and buy likes and engagement, because if you know anything about social media, if other businesses or individuals are interested in your products or service and they know about social media, they're going to know that you bought them. And I think it just doesn't look very good. If I was going to buy something off somebody and they had 100,000 followers, and then I went on and they was getting 3 likes on the post, I'd know they bought them followers. So I feel like it's already a bit of a lie. So each to their own, but I wouldn't be doing that, and I wouldn't advise doing it. You better to have 2,000 genuine followers who are going to engage with your content and who care about what you're putting out there than buying them. What I would also advise doing is having a look at your competitors, the content that they use, so you can get some inspiration from that. But also check out who's following them and give them a follow, because if the individual or business is following your competitor, then the chances are they're going to be interested in what you're selling as well. So it might just egg them on. Is that the right thing? It might encourage them to go and give you a follow and to keep their eye on the content that you're putting out there. A little bit about your content. We are going to do another tip on this because I think it's a tip in itself. But what you should be doing when you're planning it out is going by the rule of swing, swing, punch. So you need your post to be mixed up. So interactive, informative, selling something, putting in the offer in there, doing competitions. And we say swing, swing, punch. So we wouldn't be just constantly selling what we're doing. We'd be giving advice, here's our product. Because if you want to keep engagement with your followers, they're not just going to be interested in you talking about your boring self the whole time. So make sure you mix it up and you're creating engaging content for them. And finally, I would say stay true to the 2 more points actually, sorry. Stay true to the tone of your company. So don't adapt the way that you would speak according to the platform that you're on. And what I mean is your audience may well be different on each platform. Adapt for your audience, remaining in the tone of your business. So I like to think we're a professional company, but we're quite light-hearted as well. We're also really super helpful. We are not a charity by any extent of the imagination, but really like to help new businesses starting up and help anybody if I can, to be honest. So we keep that tone across our social media platforms. I wouldn't be going on TikTok and doing a 15-second video clip of me singing to Mariah Carey while trying to promote women in construction, because it just isn't the tone of my business. So if I was going to go on TikTok, then I would still be doing what I normally do, putting videos like this on there as well. It might not be the most popular thing on that particular platform right now, but at some point it will be, and you will get the followers, and you'll get the right followers, which is important. You also need to drop your ego. Unfortunately, on social media, not everything takes off and is amazingly well. You might think you have the best idea of content, and I've done this, and think it's going to be amazing and everybody's going to love it and everybody's going to love you and you're going to make millions of pounds, and then it absolutely tanks and you feel like a complete dick. Genuinely, it happens, and the more followers you have, the more hard that is to swallow. But you've just got to drop the ego. You've not got to worry about it, because one day something will take off, and it might take you another 2 years, but something will take off and go viral, and you'll do really well and get lots of business. And anybody who is an influencer on social media, I'm certain, will tell you the same thing. It is consistency. Consistency is key. Just do not feel bad about stuff. If you were getting 3 views, you're getting 3 views. In a month's time, hopefully you're getting 10 views. And 2 months after that, hopefully you're getting 100. It's a long game. You've got to keep putting the content out there that is relevant to you and your company. Stay in your lane. Don't copy what other people are doing. Keep your eye on competition. Yes, get inspiration from them, but stick to what fundamentally, I'm not redoing this. This is like take 100, by the way. This is so difficult content is to do. I'm not redoing it. Stick to what is fundamentally true to yourself as a business, and just post it. See what happens. But consistency is key. Post between 1 and 3 times a day across all of your platforms, and make sure you're using the relevant hashtags, because people will just search hashtags, and that might be the one thing that ends up making you go viral. But again, I cannot say this enough times. Consistency is key. Plan out your social media content and make sure that you are doing it every single day. Remain engaged with everybody who is engaging with you. It's pointless putting it out there and then not spending the time on getting back to people. Yeah, and just the best of luck. It's difficult. It's difficult to take yourself out of your comfort zone and start doing something that you don't particularly like doing. Unbelievably, I've been on national TV and I absolutely, hate being in front of the camera. This is awful for me. It gives me anxiety. I sweat a lot. I much prefer writing blogs, but unfortunately, they're not as engaging. So here we are. And if I can do it, then anybody else can. So create good content. Be consistent, drop the ego, do not worry about it. It takes time. You're going to have to practice first of all. Some of it's going to be shy. Hey ho, don't worry about it. Move on to the next one. Best of luck. Peace. Comment below, please, if you have any questions or any inquiries, you need help with your social media management or just social media in general, content creation. We do all of that in-house as well. If you just want some advice, you want me to talk more in depth about something in particular, please do comment below. And as I said, I will get back with you. I do engage with everybody. Inbox me if you want. And, if you're a bit shy, then that's fine. I will reply back to you, but it would do me a massive favour if you actually commented, because the algorithm likes it. Inside tips, baby.